Hi there. I'd say I'm a longtime friend of the podcast, but I guess I'm much more of an acquaintance, if you will, based on some things I've heard. But I got a question for you guys. Started to wonder, what is your go-to meal to throw on the grill? Like if you've got the afternoon or day open, you're going to grill out, what is it you're throwing on there that you can grill like better than anybody else? Thanks for all the work in the show. Looking forward to it.
I can't help but I don't know if I need to address the first part of that message or not, but it says that he thinks he's a longtime friend of the podcast, but he guesses he's much more of an acquaintance based on some things he's heard. So
we nip that in the bud. He's a friend.
Yeah. I guess we just say he's a friend.
And he took the time to leave us a voicemail. He's like our best friend.
Yeah, so we just ignore it, I guess? Yeah, sure.
He's our best friend.
He's our best
one
friend.
Of our three
Maybe
best
his
friends.
best friend will give us a name next time, but he doesn't have to. But he wanted to know what our go-to meal is on the grill. I do know our friend Dustin, he's more into the grilling. I do it. I would not say that I'm a grill master in the slightest sense. I like to do it. I'm definitely getting a lot better at it over the last couple of years since I've had a grill. I would say my favorite thing to do, even though I'm not super amazing at it, I love to do steaks, New York strips, sirloins. I've not done fillets yet, and I know you're not really supposed to grill those, so I might do something different whenever I try out doing fillets. But I've done numerous steak cuts and to varying degrees of success, and that's definitely my go-to whenever I'm attempting to do stuff on the grill.
Yeah, he got me when he said, "What do you do better than anybody else?" My answer is nothing. I am not good at cooking. If I'm on the grill, I'm doing like one of four things: asparagus, corn, burgers, or chicken. And probably burgers over any of it. I just don't really use a grill that often. I like cooking stuff on the stove.
Yeah. I am the kind of person, like during the summer and spring and even early fall, I'll use the grill. But one thing happened to me a few weeks ago. I was in the middle of doing, I don't remember if it was burgers or if it was like sirloins or something, but it was some sort of red meat. And about, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes into cooking, the gas ran out. And instead of being the manly man that I should have been and just taking the gas off and going to fill it up or getting a new tank, I just said, screw it. I'm just going to go do this inside and do on the skillet and finish it there. And I'm going to retire the grill for the year. And that's exactly what I've done. I have not refilled up the gas tank on the grill, and I'm probably not going to fool with it until the spring. I'm just going to cook indoors. So
grill master extraordinaire.
See, but I mean, it's lasted me a long time. And if it was in the middle of the summer, I would have said I would have gone out and done it by now. But it's late enough into the year where I'm not going to want to cook outside anyway until, mid to late March.
Are you
and some will say I'm a wimp for not doing that, and that's fine.
Are you a SpongeBob watcher?
So I don't watch it anymore, but let me say two things about SpongeBob since you asked. I loved it as a kid. I had not all the DVDs. I had a lot of the DVDs. I was a big SpongeBob fanatic. But here's the other thing about SpongeBob. Even though I don't watch it anymore, I think it's 10 times funnier as an adult. SpongeBob is.
That show is phenomenal. I haven't watched it in probably a year, but my sister and I, like if an episode comes on, there's a good chance we know all the words. Like I was a big SpongeBob guy. And you talking about the grill that way reminds me, there's an episode where SpongeBob's big thing is he's trying to get his license to get this car.
The boating license, right?
Right. He can't do it. He can't pass. He gets to the test. Mrs. Puff can't pass him. He's a terrible driver. Well, one of the episodes, Patrick joins the driving class. And he gets his license, and he's like the millionth person to get their license. So he wins a car. So he's driving SpongeBob around in his car all episode. And then at the end, Patrick shows up to SpongeBob's house after SpongeBob's all mad and doesn't have the car with him. And SpongeBob's like, well, where's the car? And Patrick says, well, the little gauge that started at F went to E and I thought that meant end. So I threw it away. And that's what I think of
That's
with
like
your
the-
grill.
I love that you made that connection. That's hilarious.
No fuel, end.
Oh man.